pray at this time. May the peace of God come upon you when you learn to obey Him. At this time, brothers and sisters, I'm going to continue off in this video. This part 2 of all wise counselors must unite and come together. Brothers and sisters, it's very important. Everything is coming from Proverbs. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more. I got a little bit more information to add in it. I'm going to end off with Remy to show you something there that is very important as well. Because our brothers and sisters, our ancestors, and many of our own kin of our nation, of the Abu nation, turned against Yah. The wise ones of the day became unwise, brothers and sisters, in their practices. And they turned from the living Bara to serving idols and images of this earth and following the ways of the nation, and even became worse than them. So I'm going to get right into this right here. I'm going to get right into this right here to show you to the utmost important. I'm going to go through some things with you that we all must know as a nation, as those who will become a wise counselors themselves. You got to be apt to be taught, to become a teacher of Yah. You got to be humble to Yah. Brothers and sisters, and all teachers, and even counselors, must be apt and be submitting to other teachers as well, so they become more wiser. Yes, we all need each other, and I learned this myself. You never think I'm too smart or too wise to be taught, because I know I'm not, brothers and sisters. Yah is the only one that got all the power and all knowledge. We got to help and assist each other, brothers and sisters. It's very important that we do these things. As I'm looking at this time, I'm going to start part 2 off of chapter 14 of Proverbs. In verse 15, I'm going to get right into it right here. It's I got a little shadow. Okay, interference. It's right here. It's only a simpleton believes what he is told. You say a prudent man, or you say a woman, checks to see where he is going. That's very important. You check to verify, check for safety, brother and sister. You got to be wise. It's only a simpleton, an unwise person will believe what he is told. A prudent man would check to see where he is going. So a wise man is cautious and avoids danger. That's very important. A fool plunge ahead with great confidence. See, and you know the outcome of a fool is death. So we have to be wise, even in strategy and planning to go to war with anyone. These things you must know. You must check. For harm, yes, before you just walk headlong right into something, brother and sister, because it could be a booby trap. So remember these things. As I'm gonna go to chapter 15 and verse 22. I'm showing you this knowledge and the wisdom of our people of the past that walked upright before Yah and learned from their experiences. So right here in chapter 15 and verse 22, right here. It's a plans go wrong with too few counselors. You see that? I got too much background light interfering with me. It's right here. It's saying, let me go right to 22. The plans go wrong with too few counselors. Many counselors bring success. You see that? That's why I'm making this plea out to my brother and sister that we must unite together. And watch my next video dealing with migration. It's very important why the counselors of Yah, the wise counselors of Yah, must begin to come together in all regions of this earth. Yes, and if you dwell among each other, so it could be many counselors. It said bring success. It said plans go wrong with too few counselors. So counselors got to consult together. Yes, we got to come and put our minds and our together, the knowledge of Yah together, to strategize, to plan together, brothers and sisters. This is to the utmost important, especially because now we don't have the original text with it. We're dealing with translation. We got to plan these things out and make sure we all online and become on the same page, because all of y'all have one nation. We're going to be one nation, one set of laws. So we got to come together and get all these things back in line and be all on one accord, even to the name of our nation. Because if you look on the internet, you see many names. I don't want to get into that right now, but that's very important. So right here, 23, verse 23 of chapter 15 of Proverbs says that everyone enjoy giving great advice. They got good advice, but I don't use this word good because see, this word good, where the word God, modern term God, come from. If you look that up, you'll carefully see that where that derives from. So that's not a proper word. So great advice is that everyone enjoy giving great advice or wise advice. And how wonderful is it to be able to say the right thing at the right time. It's a wonderful thing to do that. So I'm going to go down to verse 31 to 33. It say, if you profit from constructive criticism, you will be elected to be wise men, Hall of Fame. See, constructive criticism. But to reject criticism is to harm yourself in your own best interest. See? Because correction is very important. Especially if it's when you're in error. It's saying, it said, but to reject criticism is to harm yourself in your own best interest. Humility, see, and reverence for Yah, the Almighty, will make you both wise and honored. See, it's very important. See, humility, when we become humble, submitting to the words of Yah, and the respect of Yah and reverence Yah for Yah will make you both wise and honored. It's very important to know that, brothers and sisters. As I'm going to go down to chapter 24 of Proverbs. I'm trying not to make this video too long because I don't have to do too much explaining. It's self-explanatory right there in this. So right here, brothers and sisters, this is a very important right here. In chapter 24 of Proverbs, in verse 5 to 7, it reads, it says, a wise man is mightier than a strong man. Wisdom is mightier than strength. You see that? Because many people have strength, but because they're not wise, they destroy. Even nations be destroyed because they're not wise. See, even our nation got destroyed when they left the wisdom of Yah. They thought they could rely on their strength, but the enemy came in and defeated them and hauled many off the slaves, and some escaped. So right here say, don't go to war without wise guidance. See, there is safety in many counselors. See, it repeats itself. Do not go to war. So this is my plea, because I hear people talking about war in our nation and fighting the enemy because of all the hardship going on in America. You got to be wise, because you see our people go on ill-advised marches, rioting, and all the things they do, brothers and sisters, protesting, because they do not take wise counsel. None of these people out here, when they do these things, came about because of wise counsel. Not one. Throughout all the times of our nation, since we've been in captivity and slavery in America, we have not one wise counsel. Every time you go down there, we go down there and get the beat down. They go to the Million Man March. No results out of that. More people go away from that killing. See, it was a rainbow coalition down there at that Million Man March. I seen it with my own eyes on TV. That's why I didn't go there in it. I saw a multitude of religion, which is all false. Now I know for a fact, not one of them reverends Yah, not one of them had a wise counsel, because no benefit came out of that. Some people get monetary as a benefit, but it's no benefit when your whole nation is still dying and killing each other and being killed by the enemy and being killed by all manners of ways by the enemy through the food chain, the water, if you call it. It's been done. See right here, it say wise. It's right here, verse 6. It say, don't go to war without wise guidance. There is safety in many counselors. It said wisdom is too much for a rebel. See, a rebel is one who rebels, turn away from the laws of Yah, the Torah of Yah. The wise counsel of Yah. It's saying, and he not be chosen as a counselor. See, a rebel will not be chosen as a counselor, period. Not at all. You'd be wasting your time. It said to plan evil is as wrong as doing it. The rebel schemes are sinful. You see that? And the mocker is scourge of all mankind. You see that? How far I'm going to go down here, right here. Okay, I went down further enough in 24. I didn't intend to read all that, but it's very important right here in 6. Don't go to war without wise counsel, with wise guidance. See, you got to be led according to the Torah of Yah. You got to even know who to go to war with, your enemies. You got to prepare. You got to be ready. You got to be wise. There is no safety in many. There is safety in many counselors. So it said, don't go to war without wise counsel. Let me go back real quick to 15. See right here in chapter 14, verse 15. It says a prudent man checks to see where he is going. See that? So you check in with the wise counseling, so you're going to go with guidance of wisdom. So it's only a simpleton believes what he is told. That's what you see a lot of the brothers and sisters go there on the rallies and the marches, false but not of Yah, and go to jail and get the beat down, tear gas. The same old thing, and think they're getting honor because people praise Martin Luther King false rally. And the Farrakhan false march, or the day called the Day of Salvation, and nobody got delivered. So with that, I'm gonna end that off right here, and go to Yeremiah chapter 3, in verse 11 to 25. I'm gonna try to speed up a little bit because I don't want to. Hopefully, I can make this under 20 minutes long. That's my hope. So I'm trying to stay away from too much explaining. But reading chapter 3 of Yeremiah, and we're talking about wise counsel and how we must come together. That's the most important thing, the eminent thing for our nation right now, to become wise. That's what we lack in our nation, the wisdom, the proper guidance. So right here, Yeremiah, and it only comes through the teachers of Yah in our nation, the so-called black, colored, black, and Negro nation, that we've been nationalized, tagged by the enemy, the Europeans. Chapter 3 and verse 11 reads, it said, in fact, faithless, I'm going over some history, but these are the things what Yah showed Yeremiah, the one they called Jeremiah, the prophet, concerning our nation. I got too much shadow. I'm trying to move away from the shadow so y'all can see, and so I can see, because I'm looking through the monitors there as well. 11. It said, the fact, faithless Yashael, they got Israel is less guilty than treacherous Yada. See, these are two nations that will be one again soon when they obey Yah. He said, therefore go and say to Yashael Yah, oh Yashael Yah, my sinful people. This is a very important right here. Come home to me again. See right here? Because people of our nation that is unwise and giving people unwise counsel, telling people 2016 is the year for us to gather and go home. Further from the truth. Abiyah told, I'm going to read it. This is what he told, because see, the northern nation got put out of the land over 2,700 years ago by the Assyrians. Some were taken into slavery in Egypt, and some went up to into Assyria as captives, dead. The majority of our nation never went back in that land. Majority of them, even the time when Yada got put out after them into Babylon. But Yada went back for a period of time, then they got put out for the final time. But Yashael Yah, the northern nation they call Israel, never went back home. Maybe a scattered few might went back, but not many at all. But these are the words of Yah. I'm going to read it to show you, but it's an order how we going back home. When he's telling this is what the Father told him to do. This all they got to do, brothers and sisters. He didn't put a time limit on it. He said for many days until our people obey him. See, the whole thing we wait as our nation, our whole 12 tribes, is obedience to Yah. And now we're at the time of the branch to come to give you this knowledge. The knowledge of Yah, y'all been waiting for, so you can know the time to go home. The sign, the mark of Yah. Even for the nation to help, brothers and sisters. That's why I'm here to give it to you now. So you can have this knowledge and wisdom and stop listening to them wise counselors like the people up in Chicago, Illinois, that call themselves Israelite heritage, telling people and spreading false with other people, talking about 1619. Yeah, that's what it is. Not 2016, 1619 to 2019 because of Jamestown, Virginia. Our people first came to Jamestown, Virginia. That's further from the truth in America. And they want to associate that with some man named James in the Bible. That is false. Even that name by itself is not even Abaru. Or some prophet named James of the New Testament, which is all fabricated, false. But nevertheless, brothers and sisters, I'm going to show you this, what the Father said, how we getting home. He didn't put a 2019 date on it. It's according to our obedience to Yah and performing certain things Yah told us to do, what we did not do, and why we got put out of the land. I'm going to get into it right here. I got to do a little explaining because it's to the utmost important that you see these things. So right here, verse 11, again, it said, in fact, faithless, see, he's talking about the northern nation, is less guilty than the treacherous Yada. See, they got Judah, but it's Yada. Yah praise of the southern nation. It said, therefore go and say to, see, now he said, there go, he's telling you to go and say to Yashael Yah, oh Yashael Yah, my sinful people. See, he's talking to the northern nation. Come home to me again, for I am merciful. I will not be forever angry with you. Only acknowledge your guilt and admit that you rebelled against Yah, your Barah, and committed adultery against him by worshiping idols. See, the Elohims, which is the idols, the Elohims under every tree, confessing that you refuse to follow me. See, he said, confess, admitting. See, All we have to do as a nation, as the northern nation got to do, to confess these things, admit these faults, and then they be free to return. But with all the other information I gave you through my videos and showed you how we must return, and follow me. He said, and worship, worship idols under every tree. Confess that you refuse to follow me. See, he said, confess these things. So he's showing them the way of admitting back home. He said, oh, sinful children, see, come home. See the Father, please request, for I am your master. See, Shaddai, Almighty, and I will bring you again to the land of Yasha'el Yah. See, talking the land of our ancestors that he promised. One from here, two from there, wherever you are scattered. And I will give you leaders after my own heart. You see that? See, remember I said about wise counsel, about the leaders? See, they would know how to come home. When he tell the nation come home, they're migrating back home. He said, I will give you leaders after my own heart, who will guide you with wisdom and understanding. You see that? See, the leaders will have the knowledge of Yah, the wisdom of Yah, and understanding to know how to win, to do these things. All don't know these things. People that speak against this never had this knowledge anyway. They would speak against the knowledge I'm giving you now and never had it. This all, anybody telling you about some 1619 and putting out 2016, 2019, trying to predict. You can't predict Yah. Our Yah word is so plain, but he give it to the wise, to the ones that have a heart at Yah. He opened their eyes to see the simplicity of his. It's plain and simple right there. It's nothing magical. It's nothing crazy we got to do to get back home to Yah, but obey him. All of y'all say, omit these things. Admit, not omit, admit these things. Your faults. And then he say he's going to raise up rise, which I am one today. That's why my mind is open, my heart is towards Yah. With few that I encountered so far, they got the same mind and heart. Them the ones I'm calling as wise counselors to gather to me. So we can lead the people of Yah back home again. It's right there in the words, plain and simple, brothers and sisters. If you're not wise, you won't come. You're ignorant. You make up every excuse to stay with your enemy, to die. You don't know the time of the season. Watch my next video. And I will guide you, and I will give you leaders after my own heart, who will guide you with wisdom and understanding. Then when your land is once more filled with people, says Yah. See, the whole time it's of Yah giving us, you won't see Yah at the time. He said once more when your land be filled. See, but he set the plan. He gave the wise leader to know to guide you. See, right there, of Yah having people that got like he sent Moshe. Moshe became wise because of Yah. And he told Moshe to go to the Zaquin, which is the leaders, the older men, the wise men of the nation, and tell them Yah sent you. Because Moshe asked him, who should I say sent me? He said, tell him Yah. Hey Yah, the self-existent one. That's what he said. Tell him, hey Yah sent you, the self-existent one. Hey Yah, which is Yah, sent you. Go and tell him this. And then go tell Pharaoh, Yah of your ancestors sent you to say, let my people go. But he didn't tell us to tell the nation, let my people go. He said, I'm going to give you wise counselors. But he said, and they'll tell you to admit your faults before Yah. And then we're going to lead you back home to Yah, brothers and sisters. So right here, let me get my place again. Right here, I'm going to read this again. So, and I will give you leaders after my own heart, who will guide you, see, who will lead you with wisdom and understanding. And then when your land is once more filled with people, says Yah, you will no longer wish or want for the great old days of long ago, when you possess the ark of of Barah's covenant. See that? Those days will not be missed or even thought of about the ark. So keep that in mind. The time when we had Ark of the Covenant, he said them days not going to be missed. Showing you this time never came yet. It said right here, it said, it will not be reconstructed. See, the Ark, the bed on the covenant of Yah will not be reconstructed. The Torah of Yah will not be constructed again. So no need to be worried about that. That's what he's telling you there. For Yah himself will be among you. You see that? Showing this a whole new time period. Never came. We will never reconstruct a chest to put any information in concerning Yah in there no more. Because Yah himself will be among us, and the whole city of Yashalom will be known as the throne of Yah. You see that? And all the nations, how far I'm going to go down? I said I'm going down to 25. Make sure I don't go no further. Okay, 25 cover the whole verse. So it's right here. It said, all nations will come to him there and no longer stubbornly follow their evil desires. You see that? Keep that in mind. That at that time, the people of Yada and of Yashael will return together. See how we return it? Other prophets show you how we're going to return it. We're going to connect the dots and come. Yada going to meet up with Yashael. Yada, jealousy going to be removed. It's at that time the people of Yada and of Yashael will return together from their exile in the north to the land I gave their fathers, ancestors as an inheritance forever. And I thought how wonderful it would be for you to be here among my children. I plan to give you part of the beautiful land. You see that? The finest in the world. And I look forward to for you calling me Abba. See, they got father. He said, looking forward again for us to call him Abba. Ab. And Do. And thought that you would never turn away from me again. You see that? He said, but you have betrayed me. You have gone off and given yourself to a host of foreign idols. You see that? And you have been like the faithless wife who leaves her husband. You see these things what took place even during the time of Babylon. Because Jeremiah talked around that time when they was cast out into Babylon. And they returned and sinned again. He said, I hear the voice, but the other prophets I show you up here never came to pass again. But he's going back right now, recount some things what they done. Many times y'all brought our nation back to that land and they turned and did the same thing. He said, I hear voices high upon the wind sweep mountains, crying. It is the sons of Yashael who have turned their backs on Barah and wandered far away. O my rebellious children, come back to me again, and I will heal you from your sins. You see that? And they replied, yes, we will come, for you are Yah, our Barah. We are weary of worshiping idols on the hills and of the havens, on the hills and having orgies on the mountains. It is all a farce. Only in Yah Abarah can Yashael ever find her help. See, Kun. And her salvation. See, deliverance. And from our childhood, we have seen everything our fathers had. Flocks and herds and sons and daughters squandered on the priests and the idols. You see that? It said we lie and shame and in dishonor. For we and our father have sinned from childhood against Yah, our Barah, and we have not obeyed him. See, it's about obeying him. They did not obey him. I'm going to read a little bit more. I'm going to get right into it. I'm going to go to chapter 4 and read verse 1 to 4 and cut it all. He said, O Yashael Yah, if you will truly return to me and absolutely discard your idols, see, and if you will swear by me alone, see, him alone, the living Barah, and begin to live righteously and honest and clean lives, then you will be a testimony to the nations of the world. See, it's predicated on you obeying Yah and living in righteousness. He said we'll be a witness to the earth. See, that's what the Father, and that's what to tell you, when we get home, the earth going to know, the nation going to know we got to change our heart towards Yah. That's what Abiyah allowed to go back home. See, only at that time they will know these things and see. They got to see this. See, we got everything. It's an act we got to perform before Yah, in honesty and in truth and righteousness and love towards him, obedience to him. And then the world will see us and have a change of heart as well, even towards Yah. That's why Yah says, rise and shine and let your light so shine before man, that they may see your righteous works and turn and reverence Yah who is in heaven. See, until then, you comply to the orders of Yah, the ways of Yah, the wisdom of Yah. The earth will not see and change, but they will kill you. That's what Abiyah promised you in Isaiah chapter 1, verse 20. If you don't obey him, the enemy going to kill you, brothers and sisters. And you see that, and you get no justice and no shalom. And these are the facts of Yah. I testify against you this day according to the words of Yah, if you don't obey him. It says right here, and Yah is saying to the men of Yada, hold up, did I leave out a piece? It said, then you will be a testimony to the nations of the world, and they will come to me, see, and honor my name. See, he said, remember, he said they're coming. Read Isaiah chapter 2 and Micah chapter 4, verse 1. They coming to Zion to get homage to Yah. When you obey him, when we obey Yah and migrate together and obey, and you obey the call going out this day. And the rally is upon us. 3 moons. Y'all should be ready to rally with me. Because none of this is coming on the earth until you, the remnant, be ready to move and give up some things for the greater things. Then all of this what Abiyah spoke is going to come to pass before your eyes and the earth eyes. Until then, they're going to kill you, brothers and sisters. Dying, you're going to die. 2/3 of it, you're going to be done in your sins. That's a fact of Yah, because you rebelled against him. And his words change not, brothers and sisters. He's saying they will come to me and honor my name. You see? And Yah is saying to the men of Yada and Yah Shalom, plow up the hardness of your heart. See, he said, plow it up. Get rid of, uproot this thing. Just like you, when we say plow, you plow on the ground, you're uprooting, getting all the roots so you can plant that seed to grow so you can have food to eat. He said, plow up all this hardness, the hate, the sin of your heart towards Yah. He said, otherwise, the righteous seed will be waste among the thorns. You see that? He said, cleanse your minds and your hearts, not just your bodies. See, your outward appearance, you're cleaning your body, but you're forsaking your mind and your heart. You're not uprooting all that poison out of you, the sin, the hate. The ones that's selling drugs and alcohol to the abundance and poisoning the minds of the people. Not carrying to uproot all of this, yada. Not just your bodies, or else my anger will burn you to a crisp, because of all your sins. See, your transgressions of your laws, Torah. And no one will be able to put the fire out. Y'all don't lie, brothers. So these are his words I leave you with. These are the words I give unto you. These are the words I give to you to contemplate on and meditate on all the days of your life. And that you may be ready to rally with me in 3 months. I'm not turning back. With that, I say, Todah Yah.